at PTA.listen, PTA.listen on YouTube. Always listening in the playlist for the full audio experience. Tom and I, we're sat here with Ashton and Agar. How you going, man?
I'm good. Very comfortable on this beautiful couch. Thanks for having me.
Mate, pleasure, bro. Thanks for coming on. Really excited to learn a bit about you and your musical journey. But I think first, Matt's got something he wants to get off his chest.
I want to get your thoughts. 2018-19 WA Premier Cricket season, round 8. Agar bowled Matthew Dzodzos for 42.
Fuck no, I remember.
You dropped it second slip earlier. I've walked to second slip and said and you've thought I've told you to off.
Yeah.
I was just pissed off you made an extra 20 and you've gone on the boundary line and we're yelling, these fucking clubby
There's
That's what I got told.
Matt,
I wanted to clear it up that maybe you didn't say that to me and I wasn't telling you to off.
Well, I didn't say that at all. I remember it clearly though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk me through the
He was real
delivery.
fiery.
Oh, really?
And, I remember it. Yeah, that was so funny. Gave me a good send off.
No, I was talking to second slip. I was
good send off. And the umpire was even like, I heard that. Like it was Hawley, you know, the English umpire.
Yeah. PC.
I was like, because I turned around. Truthfully, I don't really give a shit. Like, I was out there playing a game a lot because I had to play that game.
That's, I think, was it.
And I was having fun. I was making some runs, and then I was like, Jesus, setting off. I was like, that's a bit much.
Yeah,
and,
is that?
I don't think I was sending you off. I was just pissed off that it was.
Oh man, no issue.
It's okay
No
to
problem.
make mistakes.
No, but then I
There's
remember
no
feeling
way I yelled
so
out clubby,
bad about it later.
You know, never been. I walked off the ground. I was probably pretty happy. I could put the toes up, take rest.
So for me, as a non-cricketer, since my 37 ball duck at Abbott Park.
That's at your Bucks party, someone's like, you have to speak about this 37 ball duck.
Yeah, I got a 37 ball duck, man, at Abbott Park, playing districts. This Ranger guy was bowling from like Warwick or Whitfords or something, and man, he was hooping them, like swinging them a metre, honestly. And he was on hat trick twice. We were like 6 for 5. And I was just holding down the innings, hit a few nice shots, got out eventually, I'm pretty sure bowled, walked to all the way. I'd been out there for like an hour and a half. And I got there and I was like, what'd I make? And he's like, nothing. Nothing. There was just like fucking braille on my scorecard, man. Just 100 million dots. I was like, fuck, really? So, sorry, where I was going, since that day I haven't played much cricket. Is it the wrong thing to send someone off? Like if you get out, is it poor form for you to say?
It's probably wrong from like me really caring about a club game and maybe Ash, having to get some fitness in for a game. For a team he's probably not going to play for the rest of the year. That's probably wrong.
But like Test cricket, India, Australia, they're giving it to each other
all the time.
Yeah, okay,
all the time. Often. And especially when you have a team from the subcontinent or something, they're saying something filthy at you in another language.
Oh, really?
And because they can get away with that. And you know what? It's fair game. It's fine. Like, we all play with each other so much at the end of the day. So no one actually really cares. But in the heat of the moment, especially in a test match, like every ball means so much. And it is so hard because you're out there for 5 days and you're trying so hard to get this breakthrough, that tempers flare. And when the media are on the back of things like India, Australia, that's when you're going to get it.
Yeah, mate, there's been a little bit of that. And it's a great test series it's been, may I say. Yeah, that ridiculous. Melbourne test was magical.
I loved it.
Seriously.
Playlist, how'd you go making it?
It was awesome. I loved making the playlist. I was actually going through it when I had some time at night. Charles had gone to sleep. And I love my night times because that's when I if I want to put
context, how old is Charles?
Charles is 15 months old.
Yeah.
So I had a small window there before he woke up again. And that's sort of my time where I can decompress a bit, particularly when I've been playing cricket, and sort of let my mind wander. And when I start listening to music, my memories just open up and it's like this beautiful movie in full colour. And, I couldn't make it chronologically. I would have loved to have done that and gone sort of through my life and put these songs in. But I was just trying to think, right, what am I listening to now? What are some good times that I've had? What was I like? when I was a kid or a teenager, my family who's important to me. So I had fun, albeit challenging.
And has music typically been a big thing in your life? Like I picked you and asked you to come on the show because when we met at Waitsy's house and a few other times, like I really got the vibe that it plays a part in your life, and we got chatting about it a few times. So like, is it a big thing for you?
Always. I'm listening every day.
Every day since you're a kid?
Yep, since I'm a kid.
Sony Walkman, the lot.
The lot. Yeah, geez, they were great, weren't they?
They're so good.
Or
man.
like when you got a CD player for Christmas or something like that, you had like a 5-stack.
Yeah, we've gone toe to toe about CD players. You had the round over one, and I gave him a bit of shit because I had the big W, like the larger rectangle one. We went at each other.
Yeah, we did have a beef about that, but we're good now.
I think so. Cheers, dog. Any music that you've like in this process of putting the songs together, was there any songs that sort of stood out that might have been the start of a music journey for you, like right back to childhood?
The one that takes me right back to childhood, and probably one of the most important songs in there, is 1,000 Miles Away by the Hoodoo Gurus.
Sick.
Great song. You know, at the start, it's just such a clean opening line, and his voice is so important.
In like 1 minute.
Like, you know, it's an old song, Australian, but it takes me back to my two brothers and my dad driving often to the footy to go to the G, or even going down. We used to go on these like family holidays to a place called Rye in down the Mornington Peninsula.
I was there the other day.
Were you really?
Yeah, I went to Rye. It was like the first time I went to the Mornington Peninsula. Beautiful.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
So we used to go, I don't know, it's about a 2 hour and a half drive from where we lived in Melbourne. And
where was that, may I ask? Because I was going to sort of start with, I have no idea about where you're from, where you grew up, your family, the lot. So you're from Victoria?
Yep, yeah.
And what sort of part?
So I was born in Melbourne in a place called Bentley.
Oh, yeah?
Right near Moorabbin. So like I'm a Saints supporter.
Sorry about
that. Everyone says that. We've had some good times. Not many. But yeah, so very close to Moorabbin, where the Saints train and where their base was. And you know, that's just where we were. That my parents moved to Parkdale after I left for WA when I was 18. But yeah, that's where I grew up.
And you guys used to cruise down Mornington Peninsula.
Yeah.
Hoodoo Gurus, is that from your mum, your dad?
It's from Dad. That? It's definitely from Dad. And it's a song, I reckon we had, I don't know what year that song came out. I'm guessing in the 80s at some stage. It might have been like an AD CD, and we always wanted that song. That song and a song called Hit and Run by Dzodzos and the Falcons.
That is possibly the coolest name I've ever heard.
Yeah,
that's going up there with Interplanetary Criminal.
That's top two. Interplanetary. Yes. That is a good. We found that the other day.
Yeah, I know.
But that instantly takes me back. Like I can see driving down to Rye when I think of that. I can see driving into the G up Punt Road when I hear that song, and me and my brothers just belting it out, and my dad belting it out in the driver's seat, and even the car, he used to drive this old Nissan Patrol, and I know exactly what it sounded like in that.
You can almost smell the car, right? And feel the everything. Breeze, the lot.
Every single thing. The smell, sight, sound.
Is that quite common for you with memories that you hold on to? You can really, it's not just like the context of the conversation. You can sort of see it and almost feel those things that you had at that moment.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. Yeah. It's really beautiful. And it makes me really happy. And at my engagement party, actually, geez, I got so drunk at my engagement party.
Smashing Hoodoo Gurus.
Oh, it was ridiculous. Like all the boys were there. This is deviating off into another story like Donald Trump, but I'll come back. I promise.
Yeah, tie it in.
My engagement party was amazing. It was all at my wife's family house, and all the boys were there from the cricket team. I invited the coach as well, so. Which I thought was a smart move, because if we're going to get on it, I was like, all right, I'll invite the coach. The problem was 3 days later was the one-day grand final for WA in Brisbane. And I remember I got in a state where I said, I reckon this is in the early AMs. And I was saying to my brother, Will, I was like, Will, you got to call Vogsy. Tell him I can't make the flight tomorrow, but I just have to get on a later one. He's like, Ash, I can't do that for you. So he's reminding me of this stuff.
Yeah.
But midway through that night, I remember having my arms around like my dad and my two brothers, and we're in this circle, as you do at those like nice functions when you feel your family close to you, and we're belting out 1,000 Miles Away by the Hoodoo Gurus.
I reckon we got to listen to it right now.
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
gonna
Hoodoo
pass you
Gurus,
the aux.
1,000 Miles Away.
Yeah, you got to turn it up.